Hey, g'day, boys and girls, Sheilas and blokes. My name is Jacob, and today I'm joined by my mate Flimsy Mangoes, who I play a lot of Monster Hunter games with to react to some Monster Hunter stuff.
Hi.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, I'm scrolling down real quickly, don't get spoiled on any of this. Anyways, today we're going to be looking at the Monster popularity poll from number 20 to 11 that Capcom have revealed each day since the 1st of March, leading up to the live stream tomorrow, which we'll also be watching, or at least I will with some other friends. So, yeah, let's start with number 20, Ambushing. Okay, this is the one I had spoiled for me. Alright, you ready for the video?
I think it's Nagakuga.
No, I know what it is, but yeah. I think Nagakuga's going to be in, like, the top 3, actually. Hey, hang on, before we begin this, did you vote on the popularity poll?
No.
Oh, well, what would have you picked?
Probably something along the lines of Nagakuga.
Yeah, you know what I picked, didn't you? I sent it. Do you remember? If you've seen it?
No.
It was the great Jaggi. It's the greatest pick. Now, if you don't pick Jaggi, you picked wrong. He better be number 1 spot. Like, I better not see him from number 20 to 11. At least top 5, you know? I want to see him on the actual live stream. Anyways, let's begin. Yeah, okay, that's the one I see. The thing I didn't know, though, was it normal Valstrax or Crimson Glow Valstrax?
Yeah. Unless they put it as just one.
Oh, no, I think it had 2 separate ones. I think all the variants were separate. The only thing they didn't have in this was the, they didn't have the, Frontier monsters in this to vote for. So, there's not going to be none of those. Oh, aside from, like, Espinas and Hypnocatrice, Lava Schloff, you know, the ones that actually appeared in the main series.
Yeah.
So there's no spin-off stuff. Anyways, I think that, like, I don't think we're going to see anything on this list from, like, the games prior to 5th generation, just because of how the audience is nowadays. Like,
yeah, considering 9% of the audience was probably, like, 5th gen onwards.
Yeah, I think Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate sold 4 million copies. I don't know if that's globally or just in the West, but I remember when they hit a 4 million and like milestone, they released a free 3DS theme I used, which had all the weapons on it. Was really cool. So I know I at least sold 4 million compared to World that I think done like 20 something million, and Iceborne done like at least 10 million plus. So
it was somewhere around there.
Yeah, so I imagine this list is just going to be dominated by like anything that appeared in these games, which is unfortunate. I don't think Jaggi's making it on there. But if Great Jagras is on there, I'm gonna fucking flip. Fucking knock off. Damn me, Lugroff. Anyways, number 19. Gorgeous and glittering. Behold the divinity of the 19th place monster in that. Okay. Any guess what that would be? Gorgeous and glittering?
Gorgeous and glittering. No, I can't think off the top of my head. I've been playing Monster Hunter for a while, so I cannot remember.
Like, when I think glittering, I just think of the Glitter Dragon from Frontier, because we literally call it Glitter Dragon.
Yeah.
I don't know its actual name, but yeah.
It was Druba Deora.
Okay, yeah, I'm not going to remember that.
Yeah, I hated it, so I don't want to.
Okay, let's play this. Oh, wait, this is Shigara Magala. I recognize the area. That's the, what is it, the Sacred Lands or something?
The Sanctuary.
Sanctuary, that's it. I imagine Gore Magala is going to be top 5. Easy. But look at that. They showed like a little clip from the 4th game. They're not just using 5th gen stuff. Hang on, where is it? There. Even that's cinematic. But then they showed the actual like battle scene. Yeah, there. From the where you fight him in the village. Yeah, so I think like top 5 will be like the real popular ones like Gore Magala or like Nagakuga Zenoga and that.
Steve has to be in the top 5.
Yeah, I don't know how popular Steve is, but he'd be like one of my favorites out of those. Oh wow, fuck! I didn't pause that one in time. I know what that is. Anyways, making a splash in 18th place, we have the next monster. Yeah, fuck, 18th place though. I don't know anyone who said they've liked Namiel. Like, really, people like this monster?
I mean, it's kind of cool.
Like, I admit it's got a unique fight gimmick with the water.
I like how it looks. I haven't.
Yeah, like that. The water stuff is really unique for an Elder Dragon. Like, I think other than like Valkana, which was also in Iceborne, there isn't really any Elder Dragons outside Frontier that does this unique AoE stuff.
Mm.
Because yeah, the whole like water thing, it was a really challenging fight too. I remember fighting this thing in Iceborne with like my mates, like G3, Great Hunter, and Kane First. I think he's PSN tag. Yeah, it was challenging. Like I remember, like I brought the Thunderproof mantle because those water, like it was nonsense. Like it just one tap you with like our gear. It was a rough fight. But like I said, I don't know anyone who says this thing's like their favorite monster. Like that's yeah, that's the thing. So I did mention it in my 20th anniversary video, saying they should put it back into the old school games if they like do like a remake, because they could put this in a free and make it an underwater fight. I reckon that'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Or like they could put it in Wilds if Wilds is underwater. And oh my god, why are these auto playing? Anyways, that one actually surprised me. That was the one I should have said I'd expect to be in the top 5. Like Brachydios being down this low is wow. So you clearly had a blast of our next monster coming in. Well, clearly not if he's in 17. Oh, I mean, I think there's like 200 monsters to choose from, but still. Like, I expected top 5. Brachydios is, yeah, wow. That's really low. They're gonna have like the intro to 3 Ultimate, yeah, and then they're gonna show like the battle cutscene, I believe. Oh no, they're just gonna skip straight to the world cutscene. This thing was so shit to fight in World. The changes they made to Blast Blight was such a pain in the ass. Because yeah, I think you had to dodge 5 times to get rid of it, instead of just 3, like normal. There's so much dodging. Also, that's the 3rd gen volcano, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Is that the top? I think.
Yeah,
right here's where you get
top.
the powder stone, I think. Yeah, okay. Did
Yeah,
you fight
that's the very
Brachydios
top
in the top?
volcano.
I don't remember.
Nope.
Yeah, okay, I didn't think.
You
Because I know
fight
he hangs around the middle areas a bit. Like that's where he spawns.
Yeah, because it ends up sleeping in the middle zone.
Yeah, okay. I guess they're just like picking the most interesting scene from the map, which I wouldn't even call that the most interesting scene. Like the zone as you walk up there is way more cooler. We're like over the volcano. Or like you'd have the scene from camp where you got the lava in the distance over the blue ocean, and you got like that big demon moon in the sky. But I guess that doesn't really give. I don't know. Let me press play. Oh, what I hit. Okay. Oh wait, I paused that. Wait, what the fuck? Why? Oh, I hate this monster. Yeah, you want to take up. This thing's literally just behemoth. But like, I'm surprised people even like this thing, because you know, like those mechanics in World. Because I know you haven't played it, but you know, like those dumb monsters where they make you fight it like a zillion times for like a gacha roll on a weapon. This is one of them. Like, maybe people just like hated themselves into liking it. What's that term? Stockholm syndrome. That's it. People had Stockholm syndrome into voting for this. Yeah, Xeno'jiiva 3 as I call it, because it's literally the 3rd one in the game. Also, it just copied Behemoth's mechanics as well. So I could be wrong. Like, looking at this, I forget most of its attacks, other than like you hit its head for the aggro and stuff. Like, I literally fought this thing once because my mates wanted to fight it with me. Then when I realized that you had to grind it for the weapons, I'm like, I'm not doing this shit. Because I did Coup of Terror for a few days, and I'm like, never again. This is dumb. They better not bring that mechanic back in Wilds. It's not fun. It's also counterintuitive to have like fucking 50 different weapons in the game from other monsters, and then make you fight the one monster to get a weapon, and you fight that one way more than you do the others. Guys, pause. Whoa, the tower.
Clearly enough.
Yeah, you want to read it out?
Is aging gracefully.
It's
I
not
do not know which one that's going to be.
It's not the flying octopus thing, is it? Right? The Yama what?
Actually, yeah, it might be the Yamasukami.
But would people vote for that?
If it's aging gracefully.
Like its teeth?
I guess.
There's no other monsters unique to the tower. Oh, maybe. No, it wouldn't be Bolton Tigrex. I don't know. Let's just play it and find out. Oh, what?
Oh, Fatalis.
Okay. You know, I said there wouldn't be any old school monsters in this, but here we go.
We already had old school monsters. Well,
I meant like one's not 5th generation, because White Fatalis wasn't in that. Like, they got no 5th gen footage here to show. Like, they're just showing like 4 Ultimate, like Freedom Unite and that. Yeah, that's interesting. So maybe Great Jaggi does have a very high possibility. I wonder if people voted for this because they like normal Fatalis and they want to fight White Fatalis. Maybe.
Possibly.
Yeah, because I think this popularity poll legit is Capcom trying to gauge what kind of monsters people want to see in Wilds. But if people are just going to be voting like down here, where they just vote for like monsters already in like the past 2 games, I don't think they're going to get kind of the results they want. Maybe they could filter it out, like say like Quadrupeco or like Gorbel or fucking, I don't know, like or something else that's come back in a while, like Quechua, for instance. Imagine if they come at like, imagine if they come at like the 50th spot, and they're like, they probably, and like everything above it, right, is just monsters from like Rise and World. Then they're probably going to look at Quechua and Gorbel and Quadrupeco and be like, okay, let's put these into new games because these are monsters that haven't been in for a while that people like. But at the same time, I hope that they look at like I don't know what monster will come last. Something probably that hasn't been in the game for ages, like fucking I don't know, Hypnocatrice or Vespoid Queen. Probably not Vespoid Queen, but I hope they also look at the monsters at the bottom of the list and put them in as well, just so like maybe new fans might like them. Bring back Vespoid Queen. Let's do it. So where is the next one? Oh, Mr. Peaks.
Next, Outfox.
Mitsune, easy,
Yeah.
Outfox, it's Mitsune. Yeah, there we go. I imagine Astalos is going to be top 10.
Probably.
God, I don't realize how bad the old games look until they're like upscaled to that. That's just a bad clip, right? Because Shigaro Magala and Fatalis did not look this bad. Like, look at that one. That is so blurry. What are they doing?
I think that's from they're using the free S footage.
I mean, well, even Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate's footage of the Shigao Magala looks significantly better than this did. Like, this is poor as hell. Damn.
I'm pretty sure 4 you had better graphics than G.
Well, maybe I have compared them, but now you point that out. I remember the effects in Generations, like in the trailers, when I'd see all like the elemental attacks making like X's and big explosions. Like maybe because they upped the effect, and also like the attacks, like the monsters, just elemental effects in general, I guess, looking different. They probably might have downscaled the graphics.
Also Hunter Arts.
Oh, true.
That's why they lowered it down to 30 FPS.
Oh, I wonder what this could be. Taking 13th place in the Hunter's Choice anniversary poll, this monster proves it's more than a mere legend. Yes, this is Malzeno. Oh, Primordial Malzeno.
It was cool.
Yeah. I wonder for like a monster like this, if normal Malzeno is going to be higher up on the list, because it'd be kind of disappointing if they put 2 Malzenos in the top 20. Or just 2 of anything. Like, I imagine normal Fatalis, given that White Fatalis is so high up, it'll be in top 10. Also, I think this is the first Rise monster on this list, right? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's the first Rise one.
Because we were talking about the general 5th generation audience before, and like, a majority of them hate Monster Hunter Rise because it looks like shit. They just got shit tasting games, in my opinion. When I say it looks like shit, that's their words, not mine. For anyone listening. This is the underwater area, right? This is
like this is Abyssal.
What Lagicris? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, is it Cetus? But okay, Lagicris.
It said into the abyss. So
fuck, we forgot to read it. Yeah, okay. Abyssal Lagicris. What the hell?
It was cool. I loved its weapons.
Yeah. Like, okay, so remember, I keep bringing this up, like, we're not going to see the old school monsters in the game. This thing's literally in one game, and it's, what was this, 12th? Yeah, 12th place. Wow. That's awesome. That there's, like, enough people that would vote this above, like, bloody, Brachydios, and Brachydios has been in, like, every game since it came out except Rise. Like, wow. You think they'll bring back underwater combat? That'll be so cool.
I don't know if they will. It's kind of difficult to implement it with Monster Hunter in a way that's enjoyable.
I think on the newer systems with like better controls and like they're using a new engine now, it's much easier to work with. It might work. Oh, the Frostite? No, Oz the Tundra. Making an ominous howl. Mark. Okay.
I feel like it's either Barrier
Giganox?
or it's going to be Giganox. I really hope
Let's
it's
go
not
Giganox. Nah, make it Giganox. They gotta add it. We need the Kezu Giganox game. Because Barrioff doesn't really howl, does it? Like Giganox, it shrieks. So like, maybe. Oh. Okay, this is like my favorite version of Zenogre. Its color scheme is so nice.
Yeah.
But I imagine this is going to be a monster then it's going to appear twice. There's going to be like normal Zenogre top 5. Also, if I go back here for a minute, look at this. I don't think this isn't the video because the person's using Sword and Shield. But when Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate was coming out, if you go back around then when Capcom was promoting the game, they, on their official channel where they were showing off the game's gameplay, they had I think it was a speedrunner or just somebody really good at the game who fought like the Stygian Zenogre with dual blades without getting hit. And that was like their promotion for the game. It's like fucking... Okay, maybe he was hit, I don't remember it. It's been like, I think over 10 years since I've seen this video, but that was like one of their promotional videos. It was really interesting. Yeah, so 11th place, so just got one more slot. Oh wait. Oh yeah, that's the end. Okay, that's all of them for now. And then the rest will get revealed in the live stream tomorrow night, which I don't think you're able to make.
No.
Yeah, okay. What did you think of all those?
Interesting, I guess.
I think the most interesting you think maybe be Abyssal Lagicrus.
Yeah, especially for one that, number one, it's one that only appeared in one game, and that game was underwater combat, which most people didn't like.
Also, another thing is, this monster's like right at the end of the game. You don't get to fight it till like over 100 hours in, so maybe 200 depending how like you play it. Like I know it was 200 hours before I fought this thing, because I didn't really do the multiplayer stuff until like way later. Also, Wide Fatalis is another one, and Brachydios being so low on the list, like damn, that was a shocker. Like I thought that thing would be way higher. I wonder if Raging Brachydios will go higher. Honestly, I'm disappointed. That was like my top 5 predictions are going to be like Nagakuga, Zamoga, like Brachydios, which I didn't mention for last time I said it, but like I have in mind like what the most popular ones in. I don't know, maybe I'm just like the only one who really likes Brachydios. It's such a cool monster, I just expect it to be so much higher. About some predictions for the live stream since you're not going to be there to give them. What do you think's going to happen?
Like, in terms of the poll or just in general?
All at the poll or in general, I guess? You want to start with the poll?
Yeah, well, I feel like, yeah, as you said, Gorm Girl's probably going to be up there. Great Jaggi has to be number 1.
Yeah,
if it's not,
absolutely. At least an honourable mention. Like, shout him out. But he's going to be on there, so they don't need it.
It's got to be number 1. Actually, no, not Great Jaggi. It's got to be the World Eater Great Jaggi.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna like switch it out for Pleshioth, but you also hope somewhere up there for shits and giggles.
It has to be. If I do the frontier monsters as well, so we can have Xen Pleshioth as one of the highest ones.
Oh god. It was a shame they didn't put Frontier monsters on there, because I imagine if Capcom wants to bring them back into the series, which I'm sure they will want to, they could have put them on there, so like at least the Japanese players majority can vote for those if they chose to. That way they can gauge what are like the more popular... Well, maybe there's already metrics before the game closed down over there, like what are the more popular Frontier monsters they could add. Maybe they could just go ham and add fucking all of them at once. Why not? Just throw them in there and see what people like. You got any like predictions for the stream? Like they said, there's going to be no new game announcements. I'm kind of wondering if, by the terms "no new game announcements," I wonder if they're gonna like sneak in. They'd be like, "Oh, yeah, here's some more remasters." But
I hope we get more remasters, especially more kind of stories of all things for the 20th anniversary.
yeah, because that's what I'm kind of worried about. Like for two things. Like first of all, they're putting this game on like PC and like PlayStation or whatnot. And I don't know if you saw my reaction to that getting announced. I literally said, I hope that I put this on PlayStation, because PlayStation fans, like I'm in a few groups I joined back around when Monster Hunter World was a thing. It still is, but like, you know what I mean. And when Rise was announced to come out on PlayStation, they're like, oh, this game's terrible, it looks ugly, it's not a Monster Hunter game. Like, all they were focusing were on the graphics, not how like significantly more fun the gameplay is. And the gameplay is the reason why you play Monster Hunter. Like, it looks like shit until World. And I think World even still looks like shit. It is like too much on screen, it's a mess. Like, just the foliage and like just the textures and all that, it's just kind of, it's not for me. Like, yeah, it looks high definition, but I don't know, I like the more simple style. Like you have like World's graphics of like Rise's map design, how like, you know how like there's not like excessive foliage and shit. It's like you look at like the Shrine Ruins. I like how that looks. I give that high definition. But yeah,
the Shrine Ruins is good, but the rest of I feel like the rest Frost Islands is still pretty good as well, but the rest aren't great.
Well, I don't mean in terms of graphics. I mean like you make those maps super high definition. Like I like the way that the like Sunbreak's and Rise's maps look, kind of. Real high definition.
It's like saying, not like the graphics, like the actual layout of the map.
Yeah. The layout of the map is good.
The layout of the map, it's just most of the ones that they brought back were not laid out very well.
True, yeah, like Jungle, like, or if they had like the graphic capabilities of World, they probably would have made the jungle look great. Because my main complaint was outside the map looks like shit. That's the stuff I liked looking at in the old games. But we're getting very sidetracked. My point was, all those guys care about is graphics, or at least in the two groups of about 100 people I'm in, all they care about is graphics, and if the game doesn't look good, they don't want it. If they won't play a fucking Switch game that looks really fucking good upscaled, then they're sure as fuck not going to want to play an actual 3DS game. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
And yeah, like you said, like for the 20th anniversary, that's the one they choose to do. It's kind of like with Sonic. You remember how they released, what was it, like Sonic Colors for the anniversary or something like that? Like of all the games they chose, it's just like, why are they choosing these ones? It just seems weird. Like I imagine most of the stream, I kind of expect it to be like the Tales anniversary streams, which is the only one I really care to, which probably makes no sense to you, or I imagine people listening unless they follow Tales. But they do like Japanese only live streams for every anniversary, and literally it's just like an hour and a half of people coming on and cosplay and talking about how they made the games for a bit, like with the like story writers and the character designers, and they show like concept art and just like talk about like their favorite characters and that, and like interview the voice actors, which I imagine since this is going to be like an anniversary event, it's probably going to be a lot of just talking with the developers, kind of like they did a Sunbreak live stream like that, where they just sat the guys down to, when the final update came out, they talked to the directors of Rise and Sunbreak.
Yeah.
There'll probably be a lot of that, which I don't mind. I find that stuff very interesting, but at the same time, like I really want like a HD collection. And I honestly thought, like in my previous video I made, that the 20th anniversary would be when they do it. Because if they don't do it now, I don't think it's going to happen, at least for a very long time. Because they're not going to release it like a couple months before Wilds comes out, or like in between Wilds. I don't think it'd have to be in the gap between the next Monster Hunter game.
I'm happy to wait, because I would rather than a HD collection. At least of like some of them, it'd be nice to get like a full like, what do you call it?
A remaster, a remake.
Yeah. Especially for something like the first game.
The first game needs a remake. Like, in my, I'm gonna keep plugging. Like, if anyone listening hasn't watched my Monster Hunter HD collection video, go back and please watch it. It's my second video on the channel. Second video on the new version of the channel. I don't know what to call it. It's probably my 5th video. Anyways, in that, I mentioned that Monster Hunter 1 is a terrible game. And you and I have only played, was it Freedom, which is like the enhanced version of it that like fixes some stuff, but still plays like rubbish. It's just not fun to play. And in that I said, if they're doing a HD collection, don't release that. Just release Freedom Unite, because it has everything minus the towns. and like the little bits of story that is in the original game in Freedom Unite, so you can just get all the monsters and maps in that game. But yeah, like the first game's one that needs a remake, and when they remake it, like I hope they put in a lot more newer monsters and stuff.
Well, because there was a bunch of like scrap concepts, which some of them did end up being made into actual like other monsters.
Yeah, like,
it'd
I
be
think
very interesting to see.
I think the magnet spike, wasn't that originally a weapon theorized for Monster Hunter 1, or like in the concept phase that they only introduced in Frontier? As
It
well
was
as
originally the hunting boomerang.
like on the banner right here, this bird right here, I saw the Gaijin Hunter video where he's going through the original Monster Hunter concept works book, and they had a bird that looks so similar to this, like in that. So they're still drawing things from that.
'Cause I remember that there was in some like the concept art for Monster Hunter 1. I remember there was a monster that looked like Valhazark. I think that's the name of it.
Yeah.
And it had like all the fungus. That would be an interesting one.
Oh, the fungus version. Okay.
Yeah, I think it was like a fungus or it was like a mold all over it.
Yeah, I
That made
think
it
it
look
was a
like that.
fungus, because that's the variant they had in Iceborne, which I forget the name of. I think it was Black Veil Valhazark.
Yeah, and then I remember another one which was the Oasis crab or something. I can't remember exactly how it looked.
Would that be the one they introduced in Frontier?
No.
Oh, just a different one.
It did have a similar. I think it had a somewhat similar sort of look, like skeleton, but I think it was a bit bulkier at the back.
Okay. So, like a remake of the first game, that'd be one I want. But like at the same time, like I wouldn't mind if they just like upscaled the games and like re-released them. The games are good on their own. Like remake will make them better probably, but I think they're good on their own.
Yeah, a lot of them, like just having little improvements here and there would be nice.
Yeah. Like again, like I list a bunch of improvements they could make in my video if anyone wants to go watch it. You know, might link in the description. Yeah. All right. Thanks for joining me. I'm gonna do my outro now. Which, trying to remember how it goes. In my last video I made, not the last one, the one before that, I got my outro wrong and had to, I instead of re-recording it because it was really late, I didn't feel like doing it, I went back into one of my old audio recordings, just clipped the audio and put it at the end. I haven't got the hang of it. Also, I'm telling people to go back and watch my, my previous video. That was the one where I first concepted my outro. And I didn't realize until rewatching that video that I actually have the outro different there compared to every single video that followed it. So it's not even consistent either. Anyways, alright. Have a good one, people. Cheers. Wait, no, it's alright, that's all. Have a good one, people. You know, whatever, you know, we'll roll with it. That'll be the outro, you know. Get some laughs.